Recently, Emma and I did something we have never done before. We had our bags packed, had our passports ready, flipped Buck into eco mode, had our map and destination pulled up, and we drove through clear skies, stormy weather, and even cloud-covered skies as we left Canton, went through Pennsylvania, into New York State, where we arrived in Buffalo, which put us one step closer to our original destination. We drove over the bridge, and we had officially arrived on Canadian soil as we were going to Niagara Falls. After quickly getting processed, we flipped over to kilometers per hour, and a little bit later we saw our first view of Niagara Falls. But our first day was going to be spent checking out Niagara Falls as a city. We found that it was very touristy, but it was still kind of fun. Some rain came in, so we went to Boston Pizza, and it was kind of a mini Dave & Buster's where we won some prizes, and once the rain cleared, we tried our best at mini golf. For day 2, I was excited because I was going to get to use my new GoPro equipment. First, we went down and got breakfast at Tim Hortons, and then we got to see this amazing view of Niagara Falls. But we were about to get a whole lot closer. We had our ponchos ready, not knowing how amazing this experience was about to be. We were able to get on the top of the boat up in front, and this was the view of the American Falls. And as we kept creeping closer, we got to the major portion of Niagara Falls, the Canadian side. And I just could not believe how powerful that water was coming over the falls. This was like it was going to be out of a movie. Just look at the wall there of water pouring down. It almost looks fake. And so we saw it from afar. We saw it at the footsteps. And now we went to the top to be able to watch that water go over the edge. And again, an amazing sight. For lunch, we went back into the city and we ate at the Rainforest Cafe. And it was Emma's first time eating at one of these. We then burned off those calories and the rubber of the tires by go-kart racing. Then later that night for dinner, we got all dressed up, left our Airbnb, and went to Skyline. And yes, we were going all the way to the top for dinner. And let me tell you, the view on the elevator alone going up was immaculate. But to get at the dinner table and see that, just breathtaking. After dinner, we headed down the elevator back to Buck, where we were going in for the night. For day 3, we started off by going syrup tasting, and I had no idea there were so many different flavors of maple syrup, but they were absolutely amazing. And we actually left with some fudge that had maple syrup in it. And with the end of our time in Canada, it was officially time to put the sticker on the back of the tailgate. As we made our way back into the United States, we had one more stop in the New York State. And to get there, we had to experience some really cool bridges, which I wasn't mad at all. Yup, you read those words correctly. We were going to Buffalo, New York. And so as we were making our way from the outskirts of town into the heart of the city, we started to get the grumblies a little bit. So we parked and we went to Big Ditch Brewing Company, which had some amazing food. The theme of the restaurant was for the workers who built the Erie Canal. That's why it was called Big Ditch. And as we left, we went through the heart of Buffalo with this giant roundabout with a monument in the middle, and it was absolutely stunning. And at that point, it was time to head back home to Canton, and we were on our way.